Angel Reese is now quoted as saying, "I'll look back in 20 years and be like, yeah, the reason why we're watching women's basketball is not just because of one person." She refuses to say Caitlin Clark's name. "It's because of me too."
You see the top selling jerseys. Steph Curry is number one, and who's that? Tell me who this is. Caitlin Clark is number.
It's heating up once again in the WNBA, and this time, it's not just about game stats or who dropped the most points. Nope, it's about jersey sales, popularity, and who's really making waves. Angel Reese, once hailed as one of the league's most magnetic personalities, seems to be fuming now that Caitlin Clark is outselling her in jersey numbers and by a lot. And the twist? Angel still won't say Caitlin's name publicly. What's going on here? We've broken down 6 powerful quotes that show just how deep this narrative runs from public podcasts to jersey sales receipts, and all the subtle shade in between. Stick around, because what we're about to expose might just shift how you view this rivalry. Before we dive in, hit that like button, subscribe to NBA Showdown, and ring the bell so you never miss out on these breakdowns. Let's jump into it. In the first quote, the host from Black and White Sports 2 makes a bold but important observation. He keeps hearing people say that Angel Reese and A'ja Wilson are moving the needle in the WNBA. Now here's where the real debate starts. What does moving the needle actually mean? Because if we're talking stats, jersey sales, and national attention, it's hard to deny that Caitlin Clark is the one grabbing headlines and elevating the league's visibility to a new level. Reese and Wilson certainly have their own followings, but impact isn't just about popularity, it's about results. What this quote reveals is the start of a misguided narrative, one where Reese's camp tries to assert her cultural influence without acknowledging the undeniable facts about who's truly changing the game. This isn't to say Angel doesn't matter, she does, but in comparison to Caitlin Clark's national reach and sales power, the numbers just don't lie.
So anyway, I keep hearing that the Angel Reese, A'ja Wilson supporters
During a segment covered by WABC, Angel Reese makes a striking comment about the growth of women's basketball. She says, when people look back in 20 years, it won't be just because of one person, it'll be because of her too. But what's most interesting? She refuses to say Caitlin Clark's name. That silence is louder than any direct call-out. Why avoid naming the biggest star in the sport right now, especially one dominating in jersey sales and media coverage? This says a lot about Angel's state of mind. It feels like she's battling for recognition in an arena that's already chosen a new face, and that face is Caitlin. The energy behind this quote almost feels like a plea for relevance. It's not about disrespect, it's about discomfort. Reese wants the credit, the legacy, and the attention, but by avoiding Caitlin's name, she only fuels the idea that this isn't a shared rise, it's a competitive one. And right now, she's not on top.
Angel Reese is now quoted as saying, "I'll look back in 20 years and be like, yeah, the reason why we're watching women's basketball is not just because of one person." She refuses to say Caitlin Clark's name. "It's because of me too."
The third quote drops hard facts. Black and White Sports 2 exposes jersey sales between September and November, the prime time for holiday shopping. During that crucial period, Caitlin Clark's jerseys flew off shelves. Angel Reese's? Not so much. This kind of data leaves no room for narrative. It's numbers over noise. The Christmas season is make or break for merchandising. If your jersey isn't selling then, it's not resonating. So when Caitlin outsold Angel during the biggest shopping window of the year, that's not just a stat, it's a reflection of who the fans are showing up for. This hurts Angel's argument about equal impact, because jersey sales are a direct indicator of fan engagement. It's not media spin, it's not biased reporting, it's commerce, and it speaks volumes.
So, what happens when what I think is probably the far and away the most popular female athlete there is in existence right now, Caitlin Clark? What happens when her jersey sales are revealed in a very important period, by the way? September 1 through November 3rd would be some prime Christmas area.
This fourth quote cuts straight to the core of why Caitlin Clark is dominating headlines, not just in the WNBA but across the entire basketball landscape. When NBA Commissioner Adam Silver tried to bring her into the three-point contest during All-Star Weekend, it wasn't just a favor, it was strategy. Caitlyn's media pull and unmatched ratings outperformed actual NBA games. That kind of crossover popularity is unheard of, especially from a rookie. This moment proves that Caitlin Clark's influence goes far beyond court performance. It's a cultural wave. The WNBA and NBA are businesses, and they're not about to push someone to the front unless she's drawing numbers. Meanwhile, Angel Reese, despite her charisma and strong fan base, simply hasn't generated the same momentum. If the league needs Caitlyn more than she needs them, where does that leave Angel? Chasing a spotlight that has already moved.
When Adam Silver was trying to get Caitlin Clark in the three-point shooting contest in the All-Star Weekend, it was because he needed her more than she needed them. All right? That because of the popularity, what it was she could draw in. Fact is, a lot of her ratings in games last year beat a hell of a lot of regular season NBA games. That's how.
On her own podcast, Angel Reese made a very telling statement. She expressed frustration, asking what it all means when players like herself aren't getting more recognition, more opportunities, more praise. But this moment is revealing. It's not just a complaint, it's an admission of doubt. Angel realizes that to get more, you have to be more. And right now, the league and the fans are responding to Caitlin Clark's game, not just her persona. This moment shines a light on a reality that Angel may not want to face. Branding alone can't carry you. It's got to be backed up with influence, consistency, and a performance that transcends narrative. Caitlin Clark's viral presence isn't an accident. It's a reward for something deeper. Angel's frustration is understandable. But if she really wants to deserve more, the next step has to come from her game, not just her words.
That mean we deserve more.
Of course,
Everybody.
I agree.
Everybody.
I agree with that.
But we gotta get face the consequences.
What?
Damn, we gotta get it up.
Y'all gotta
like,
deal with
y'all.
something.
The final quote seals the argument. The jersey sales list is out and it's staggering. Steph Curry is number 1 and Caitlin Clark is number 2. That means she's outselling every other WNBA player, every other NBA star except Steph. And yes, Angel Reese is nowhere in sight, not even in the top 10. That's not shade. That's not media manipulation. That's generational impact. Being second to Steph Curry, one of the most beloved NBA players of all time, shows just how powerful Caitlyn's reach is. It isn't just about being a good player, it's about becoming an icon. That's what sells jerseys. And as much as Angel might believe she's shaping the future of women's basketball, the numbers tell a different story. The fans have already chosen who they believe is worth representing, and right now, that person is wearing number 22.
You see the top selling jerseys. Steph Curry is number 1, and who's that? Tell me who this is. Caitlin Clark is number.
So the real question is, who's the face of the WNBA right now? Is it Angel Reese, with her bold statements and big personality? Or is it Caitlin Clark, with game-changing plays and record-shattering jersey sales? We've laid it all out, the quotes, the sales, the reactions, and now it's your turn. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Is Angel right to feel overlooked, or is Caitlin Clark just earning her moment? Like, subscribe and tap that notification bell to stay up to date with everything happening in the WNBA, right here on NBA Showdown, where the court is just the beginning.